Hey, it's international reporter Shakia Yancey and Lil Semaj here with another breaking sports interview. Let's get it, let's go. My only wish that I would finally break the change, and ain't never been for money or the fame. I know a lot of people say I changed, and I wish they did the same. Wish they all could have boarded on the plane. Someone gotta get less. It's important that you focus on yourself. A lot of people getting money, not too many building wealth. A lot of people turn the phony, so stay focused on your money. And it's just gonna lead you to jail or to death. You gotta count on yourself. A lot of people don't show up. They stand up on the sideline waiting on you to blow up. I'ma give you the game. I'm wishing that you apply. Let them people talk their moves. I'm wishing the nigga.
Hey everybody, it's Semaj, and today we're here with Boxing with Semaj. And today we got...
My name is Gustavo Sideways Rodriguez.
What all types of combat sports do you practice?
Mostly boxing and Muay Thai kickboxing.
What is Muay Thai?
Muay Thai is a national sport of Thailand. Basically, it's kickboxing with elbows, knees, and dumps, and grabbing kicks.
Combat sports are very dangerous, yet support from loved ones is important. How does your family feel, and do they support you?
That's a difficult question to answer. That's because I don't want to sound like they don't support it. Obviously, because how you said it, fighting sports, whether it be boxing, MMA, Muay Thai, or any of them, they could be dangerous. My family wish I did something else, but they're not like preventing me from doing it too. Because I mean, like I started training, like I said, I started competing at a young age, 6 years old. I started training at 4. My mom put me in it mainly because I was just a little asshole kid who just wanted to get in a bunch of trouble, was always hyper, trying to get into fights and stuff. So she wanted to put me in something that would teach me discipline. And it kind of worked out either way, but that was just really it. She even said it to this day, well, not this day, unfortunately, my mom passed 2 years back now. But she didn't like that I competed, but she wasn't gonna stop me from it. That's because she saw how passionate I was about it. So it's basically that. They supported in the sense that they like that I'm doing something healthier with my life instead of just being a thug and out bar hopping and shit, you know? I try to focus on my basics, for one, you know? And I'm very real about my age and about my training and shit. I don't try to like look back. You know, like, oh, I used to be able to do this when I was in my 20s and stuff like that, because I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm, like you said, and like I've said earlier, I'm fucking 42 years old, you know? I don't have the energy of a 20-year-old man anymore. I can't go out and binge drink, then expect to have a good training session the following day. It doesn't work like that. So, like I said, I focus a lot on my conditioning, like my strength training, my road work, my basics, you know, leading with the jab, footwork, positioning, all that stuff. And I just go from there. Like like I said earlier, like if there's a day where like I'm feeling sore, even though like that let's call that that workhorse inside me is like screaming, push through, let's go through it. I take an easier day, you know? Or sometimes I just won't work out that day because I'm too fucking sore. You know, it rarely happens when I'm that sore, but it does happen. And I just try to be honest with myself nowadays. Okay. So that's that basically.
All right, so you have a big fight coming up April 18th. Tell us who's hosting that and a little bit more about that.
State Line Rumble. It's a newer promotion. I think this is gonna be their fourth show. I fought on their last show too in November. Good promoter. His name's John Moore. He just, like I said, he just started recently, like 2 years ago. And then, fuck, I forgot what was the rest of the question again? I'm sorry. No, don't cut it. Just leave it there, Yeah, let's leave it there, fuck it.
Okay, so, like, we just want to know a little bit more about the fight. Like, what's, like, you know.
Okay, so basically, I don't want to call it a rematch, but I was supposed to fight this opponent, like, in November. And then he got suspended. And that's why I said even don't even, because I thought it was something like this. He got suspended for taking a last-minute fight up in Minnesota. And it almost cost me my fight in November. Luckily, John, being the good promoter he is, I'm kissing ass right now, I don't care. He found a guy for me to fight, like, I think it was like 2 weeks before the fight was supposed to even happen. And I won. I won by TKO third round. And then John got at me. He asked me like if it's possible, would I still like to fight? His name's Ruben Johnson. Would I still like to fight Ruben Johnson? I was like, yeah, if Ruben doesn't mess up and take another fight like 2 weeks before our fight and get his ass suspended again, I'd love to fight him.
So would you say this fight kind of personal because he could have cost you your thing by taking another fight? And something I have noticed about since I started doing these interviews with boxing and everything, opponents. It's really a two-man show. It's a teamwork makes the whole event. So if one person cancels at the last minute and everything, you just throwing away all the training and all the promotion and everything that the other person will. So we gonna let him know. Show up.
Well, what's it called? I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's like I'm trying not to take it personal in the sense of like being angry, because it's stupid to be angry in a fight.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says; it's retarded. Going there like confident, and going there, when in times I have to be aggressive. But if you're too emotionally involved, then you get tired quick. You don't let yourself relax. You make stupid moves. Like how oftentimes anybody can relate? You're fucking pissed off at something, and you do the dumbest thing in the world, and then you can't take it back. And guess what? You're in an activity where it's like any dumb move you have, hell, even any mistake you do can cost you your health. You can get knocked out. You can get something broken. You can, you can have a loss, which, especially nowadays, having a loss kind of puts you back. The more you lose, the less promoters call you up to maybe do a fight. And if you do get called up, you get called up like last second, So it could put you back a lot. So like that's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to be too mad about it, because at the end of the day too, like what's there to be mad about? I ended up getting another opponent in time anyway. Ended up getting having a good performance. Ended up getting paid. I think that's why I got mad, because he almost prevented me from getting paid. But at the same time too, when I look at the whole picture, it's like I can't be necessarily too mad at him, because maybe he had a good purse for the fight he took on 2 weeks before our fight anyway. But like you said there too,
or he could have been ducking that action. He took on somebody that he felt he could win with.
Honestly, because I've been, I normally don't like studying my opponents when I fight them. The less I know about them, the better. That's how I see it. But like, when he took that of the fight, I ain't gonna lie, and people kept sending me fucking videos of him and shit like that, which I was like, dude, I appreciate the respect, but leave me alone, just let me get in my head, and I don't care about what he does or anything. I'll find out the night of the fight. But human nature, I got curious, so I started looking at him more. I don't necessarily think he was scared. It's just, I can understand it to a point. He was chasing a bag. He probably got paid good. They probably offered him a good money to fight in Minnesota. He was like, let me go take this shit. I think it was actually 3 weeks before we were supposed to fight. And he was like, even if this, I was spending 2 weeks, but they used to be the standard. But then they were like, he said that the athletic commission suspended for a month instead, because they said he took too many headshots, So whatever, I don't know full information, because again, I'm not him. I'm just going by what I was told, and I have bad memory, and I don't remember exactly what I was told anymore. But I will bust it at that, and I'll give him some credit. I don't think he was necessarily scared, just chasing a bag. However, though, I wish he would have saw the whole picture and understood, motherfucker, I'm trying to get paid too, And it's not just me. It's like I think he has a family. It's like I have a girl. I have 3. My girl has 4 fucking kids. Me not making money also goes to them not fucking having food in their fucking plates. There's more to just me. I can't pay my coaches out well if I don't get paid. It's like you said. It's a whole picture about one guy being selfish and I'm gonna take this fight 2 weeks before my next fight. Who cares?
Right, which makes it kind of hard for somebody to find a replacement. Thank God they did find
most of the
one.
time, I'll be real. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, but most of the time they don't find a replacement. I got lucky that they found somebody willing to step up that quick. Okay. I got lucky as fuck. And even then, I fought a little heavier. I fought heavier than when I was supposed to fight anyway. The guy was like, because it's so short notice and stuff like that, can I come in at can we fight at 175 instead? I've been fighting the last couple years now. Well, these last 7 years, more about 5 years or so. Been fighting at 68 and 170. So I went up in weight class just to fight the guy, which didn't bother me too much. But it's like, hey, what? Because it's basically I wanted to fight anyway, and I don't necessarily at this point I don't necessarily care who I fight as long as I have a fight.
Right. All right. So, do you want to give a shout out to anyone, including family, friends, sponsors?
I don't have too many sponsors. Like, she came in here and then on one of our previous like cuts, Amir. I always mess up her last name, Spillman or whatever. So I'll give a shout out to her. She sponsored me. What's it called? She basically is, cups me, keeps my nutrition good. And then one more, I don't know. That's my shout out right there. And then you know what? Of course, Northern Illinois Combat Club, the gym I train in and coach at. So
Okay.
good.